CNC group break 23716. We have got a 5-box break of 2425 Upper Deck Series 2. Dazzlers for Seattle of Jared McCann. Young Guns Renewed of Zach Hyman for Toronto. And a deluxe base number to 250 for Nashville of UC Saros. On tour for Anaheim of McTavish and Zegras. Young Guns for Columbus of Cameron Butler. And an Electricity for the Rangers of Chris Kreider. Canvas for Montreal of Matheson, Matt Mishkov Portraits for Philly, and an Ooh La La for Edmonton of Stuart Skinner. Clear Cut Base for Tampa of Luke Glendening, Portraits Speckle for Philly of Mishkov, and an Electricity for Columbus of Wierenski. On a heater for Vegas of Eichel, Patrick Giles, Young Guns for Florida, and an Ooh La La for Pittsburgh of Tristan Jarry. Canvas of Carter Verhaeghe for Florida, Young Guns Renewed for Montreal of Caulfield, Bang for Your Puck for Washington of Obi. Welcome aboard, Speckle for Montreal of Milo, Alexei Kolosov, Young Guns for Philly, Electricity for Pittsburgh of Evgeny Malkin. Canvas of Dylan DeMello for Winnipeg, Bang for Your Puck for Boston of Pasternak, Playlist for Washington of Ovi. Portraits for Chicago of Frank Nazar, Young Guns for Colorado of Callum Ritchie, Welcome Aboard for Minnesota of Liam Ogren. Young Guns Duel between San Jose and Philly of Celebrini and Mishkov, Ooh La La for Tampa of Vasilevsky, and a Young Guns Outburst, Brian Halonen for the New Jersey Devils. Canvas of Jordan Binnington for St. Louis, Young Guns Renewed for Winnipeg of Hellebuck, on tour for the Islanders of Horvat and Barzal. On tour for Seattle of McCann and Beniers, Young Guns for Utah, Patrick Koch, and a welcome aboard of Wallstead for Minnesota. Box number 2. Arizona of Nick Schmaltz, on tour for Nashville of Forsberg and Yossi, and a Playlist for Montreal of Nick Suzuki. Portraits of Macklin Celebrini for San Jose, Adam Klakpka, Young Guns for Calgary, and an Electricity for San Jose of William Eklund. Dazzlers for St. Louis of Jake Neighbors, Young Guns Renewed of Shesterkin for the Rangers. That's a base card, so what did I miss? I missed a Pink Dazzlers for New Jersey of Heischer. I swear it stuck to the card behind it. I'm not blind. I didn't miss a giant pink sparkly card. Bang for Your Puck of Philip Roenick for Vancouver. Young Guns for Columbus of Cameron Butler. Welcome Aboard for San Jose of Macklin Celebrini. Canvas for the Rangers of Jacob Trouba. Young Guns Renewed for Nashville of Forsberg. Portraits of McAvoy for Boston. Playlist Speckle for Florida of Barkov, Young Guns for Detroit of Johansson, Ooh La La for Calgary of Dustin Wolf. On tour for Boston of Pasternak and Marchand, Young Guns teammates for Anaheim of Gauthier and Zellweger, and an Ooh La La for Seattle of Grubauer. Canvas of Kyle Palmieri for the Islanders, Portraits for Arizona of Josh Doan, and a welcome aboard for Arizona, Josh Doan. Young Guns of Siplakov for the New York Islanders, Electricity of Darlene for Buffalo, and a Young Guns Outburst for San Jose of Ethan Cardwell. renewed for Vancouver of Elias Pettersson, on tour for San Jose of Zetterlund and Eklund, and a program of excellence canvas of Olin Zellweger. Portraits of Dylan Larkin for Detroit, Morrison Young Guns for Seattle, Ooh La La for St. Louis of Binnington. Fluorescent red for the Dallas Stars of Maverick Bourque, bang for your puck speckle for St. Louis of Kasperi Kapanen, and a playlist for Edmonton of Connor McDavid. Box 3. Young Guns renewed for Carolina of Aho, bang for your puck for Vancouver of Pettersson, and a Young Guns canvas, Will Smith for the San Jose Sharks. On a heater of Nylander for Toronto, Young Guns for San Jose of Ethan Cardwell, playlist for Minnesota of Kirill Kaprizov. Fluorescence red for the Senators of Ostapchuk, portrait speckle for Winnipeg of Brad Lambert, welcome aboard for Calgary of Honzik. Canvas of Bowen Byram for Buffalo, on a heater for Florida of Reinhart, playlist for Vancouver of Quinn Hughes. Bang for your puck of Tom Wilson for Washington, and Matvey Michkov, Young Guns for Philly, and a welcome aboard of McGroarty for Pittsburgh. Oh, cool. Dazzlers for Columbus of Kent Johnson, Young Guns renewed for Dallas of Rupe Hintz, and a Young Guns renewed exclusives! Number to 100 for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Jake Gensel. Super cool. Portraits for the Rangers of Othman. We have a Zuber Young Guns for Utah and an Ooh La La for Philly of Urson. Canvas of Marchand for Boston, on tour for Minnesota of Kaprizov and Boldy, and an Electricity for Anaheim of Zegras. Outburst base for New Jersey of Jack Hughes, Nolan Allen, Young Guns for Chicago, Ooh La La of Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for Buffalo. On tour of Ovechkin and Wilson for Washington, Young Guns of Noah Phillip for Edmonton, and an Electricity for Boston of Brad Marchand. Canvas for Pittsburgh of Tristan Jarry, Young Guns renewed for Minnesota of Kirill Kaprizov, and a bang for your puck for Buffalo of Tage Thompson. Ooh La La speckle for Toronto of Joseph Wool, Young Guns of Brandon Busey for Boston, and an Ooh La La for Winnipeg of Connor Hellebuck. Box 4. Outburst base for Nashville of Philip Forsberg, Young Guns for the Rangers of Brandon Scanlon, and an Electricity for Vancouver of Elias Pettersson. Bang for your puck for Winnipeg of Morrissey, Maverick Lamoureux Young Guns for Utah, Electricity for Toronto of Nylander. Canvas of Nazem Kadri for Calgary, on a heater of Robert Thomas for St. Louis, and welcome aboard for Anaheim of Zellweger. Canvas of Cider for Detroit, on tour of Eklund and Zetterlund for San Jose, and an Ooh La La of Mrazek for Chicago. Portraits for Detroit of Dylan Larkin, Young Guns for Chicago of Nolan Allen, Electricity for Washington of Obi. Dazzlers Pink for Montreal of Caulfield, Dazzlers Blue for Boston of McAvoy, and a Young Guns renewed for Carolina of Svechnikov. Canvas of Newendike for Calgary. Young Guns renewed for Tampa of Kucherov. Portraits for New Jersey of Seamus Casey. On tour for Florida, Barkov and Kachuk. Young Guns of Kovalenko for Colorado. And a Cale Makar playlist for Colorado. Fluorescence Red of Bradley Nadeau for Carolina. Portrait Speckle for Chicago of Frank Nazar. And an Ooh La La for Boston of Swayman. On tour for Pittsburgh of Crosby and Malkin. Panamara of Young Guns for Carolina. Electricity for Buffalo of Rasmus Dahlin. Nice. Dazzlers for Vegas of Jack Eichel. Young Guns renewed for Detroit of Sider. And a population count 500 for the Washington Capitals, Alex Ovechkin. Portraits for Anaheim of Zellweger, Romanov Young Guns for San Jose, and an Electricity for San Jose of Eklund. All right, last box mojo. Deluxe number to 250 for Chicago of Lucas Reichel. On tour for Carolina of Aho and Svechnikov. Young Guns of Prishapov for Colorado. And a Brennan Offman welcome aboard for the Rangers. Bang for your puck speckle for Chicago, Seth Jones. Playlist for Boston of Pasternak. And a Young Guns clear cut for the Rangers, Victor Mancini. Portraits for Washington of Ovi. Steinberg Young Guns for Colorado. Electricity for Chicago of Bedard. Canvas for Winnipeg of DeMello. Bang for your puck for St. Louis of Parayko. Ooh La La for Ottawa of Linus Ullmark. Young Guns teammates for Montreal of Milo and Hudson. Electricity for Dallas of Wyatt Johnston. And an Aku Ratty Young Guns outburst for Utah. Young Guns renewed for Toronto, Austin Matthews. Portraits for Anaheim of Olin Zellweger. And a Young Guns canvas for Detroit of Johansson. Bang for your puck for Tampa of Victor Hedman. Jet Luchenko Young Guns for Philly. Ooh La La for Columbus of Merzlikins. On tour Black Parallel for Seattle, Jared McCann and Matty Beniers. Dazzlers of Horvat for the Islanders. Young Guns renewed for St. Louis of Robert Thomas. On a heater for Anaheim of Troy Terry. Young Guns teammates Gauthier and Zellweger for Anaheim. And an Electricity for Nashville of Philip Forsberg. Canvas for St. Louis of Binnington. Young Guns renewed for Dallas of Ottinger. And an on tour for Florida of Barkov and Kachuk. Playlist speckle for Minnesota of Kaprizov. Honzik Young Guns for Calgary. Playlist for Toronto of Matthews. Last pack mojo is a canvas for Florida of Verhaeghe. On tour for Winnipeg of Connor and Morrissey. And a welcome aboard for New Jersey of Seamus Casey. All right, guys. Quick random. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. The Young Gun will be going to the left side, which is San Jose.